Hello everyone and welcome back to Cosmo's Universe. My name is Matt and today we're going to be discussing the nature of rainbows. Exciting stuff. Okay guys, but seriously, I want to go back on something because in the epic second part of the Devon vlog, which if you haven't checked out, you can watch it here. Point is, there's an unused clip when I was walking back where I talked about that rainbow that appeared over Sherborne Abbey, and pretty much it got me thinking into the nature of rainbows and how like kind of weird they are, because there's no way that there's a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Like, that's just myth, right?
How about that for a Matt's episode though, guys? An episode on how and why rainbows form. I think that'll be quite interesting, so I don't know.
So I did a bit of research and now this video's here. What are rainbows? How do they form? I'm going to delve into really what makes them so special, so let's go. So the conditions for a rainbow to form are quite specific, but they're not really rare. All you need is sunlight, rain, and an observer, you. They don't exist without you, and I'll explain why in a minute. So sunlight is actually white, and white is made of all the different colours combined. So basically, when sunlight enters a raindrop, something called refraction happens. Basically, it splits into all the different colours of the spectrum, and because they all have different wavelengths, they all go off at different angles. The reason we see colours is because said light has specific wavelengths. This is also directly connected to frequency, so both change and both are specific. Let's focus on wavelengths. Water in a raindrop actually slows down light. When light enters a liquid, because it's denser than gases and vacuums, then it takes longer for light to travel through it. So as I said before, each individual wavelength goes into the raindrop and splits apart. Because of their wavelengths, they move at different speeds, which means they move at different angles, somewhere between 40 and 42 degrees from the entry point. This effect of refraction is called dispersion. Now the thing is, once these light waves exit the raindrop, they don't come back together. They do return to normal speed, but they're only split apart further because they are now able to travel faster than they did when they were in the raindrop. Now this is also why the sun has to be quite low in the sky for this to work, because the angle at which the light enters the raindrop is quite important because of the 40 to 42 degrees thing with the exit. The thing is, none of this happens if there isn't someone to view it, because you are the third component. And this is coming back to what I said earlier. No two people ever see the exact same rainbow because the rainbow that you see is specific to the light waves that travel to your eyes. Essentially, the components are to have the sun 40 to 42 degrees high in the sky behind you, for rain to be in front of you, and then essentially where you move, the certain raindrops that reflect in that direction hit your eyes. It sort of covers a spread area, but if you happen to be in that area, you'll see a specific version of a rainbow from your perspective. Have you ever tried chasing a rainbow, or have you ever noticed how it never seems to get any closer or even any further away when you're going away from it? And have you noticed that it always faces you no matter how hard you try and go around it? The thing is, rainbows aren't physical entities. They don't exist as a physical thing. They do exist, but they're not in your head. But they are a refraction of sunlight with you at the center. And yes, if there are people with you, they will be able to see a rainbow, but it won't be the exact same light rays dispersing from the exact same raindrops. It'll just be one's very close. It's basically the same rainbow. It's just, it's a little more specific than that. And that's usually where this video would end. But the thing is, I did a little more research, and there's a little more to rainbows than it first seems. First of all, have you ever noticed the order of the colours? Logically, it would be red on one end and then blue on the other, going from lowest to highest frequency. However, you'll notice that the thing is, the red is usually at the bottom and the blue is actually at the top. And the reason for this is basically because certain raindrops that are higher up reflect the blue light, but that actually comes out above the red light rather than the other way around. It's kind of complicated. I'll show you a diagram, but basically, yeah, it's kind of weird how it does that. And the other thing is the shape. You may have heard some people say that rainbows are actually circles. If you've ever been lucky enough to see a rainbow from high in the sky, such as in an airplane, you'll actually be able to see a full circle rainbow. Rainbows are actually more like cones. You see, the sunlight and the water, all those points where it aligns directly towards you are in a circular shape, but obviously that lower half gets cut out by the earth. And you could get a little bit over or a little bit under a bow depending on the time of day and the weather conditions and where you are exactly, but you still need those key components of sunlight and rain as well as you. So bright sunlight behind you, 40 to 42 degrees, the rain, and the last thing of course is you. And that's why rainbows are so special. They're kind of more of a trick of the eye than anything real, but in that sense they're very different to a lot of other natural phenomena. Rainbows are one of nature's stranger but also amazing phenomenons, and I hope that this strange topic interested you as much as it interested me. As always, bibliography, again, not a whole lot. I did kind of already learn this at school. It's kind of hard to explain, but I might also link a couple of YouTube videos which I would say that I borrowed from, except some of it I already knew. So I think I'm going to link it anyway because it's handy information, and if you want to learn more, there's a very good one at the bottom of the bibliography. Guys, that's all I've got. Precisely, yeah. Yeah, I agree, absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't? But in seriousness, guys, like if you enjoyed, subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of all the new content coming to Cosmo's universe. Share this with your friends if you want to get more people to come join the community, and comment any other ideas, opinions, or, I don't know, reviews on this video, whatever you want, guys. Until the next time, bye-bye.